morning, Director Martha Academy. Can't be all steady. Nasajja abavuga patron nabo ampa amatala ayagala nze ntomere bantu bali olw'okuba yavudde leeti ewaka. Abadde atomedde omuntu eyo patron mugirabye bwevuze abadde atomedde omuntu. And I tell you normally, okusinga okupapa ve waka mangu. If you leave home late, understand that you have come late, and then just accept the fact that you are late. Good morning, Mr. JK. Good morning, Krista Vinci. Good morning, Rupert. Good morning, Mila. Nkugambye kati ne webuze kibadde kimupapyanga naawe waali kikyamulemye okukola kisinga asigadde emabega kati abakutomera mundu. It's just that for them they don't get arrested ne bwe bakola ki. Naye musajja watu ayimiridde makati g'ekkubo ng'alaba omusajja amumalawo. And we all know that you don't get paid if you're knocked by a government vehicle. No, your family doesn't get paid. You don't conflict with the government vehicle at any time. But I hope you guys are doing well. How was the weekend? That makes road slippery. And by road slippery, I mean the Ugandan roads. It's not yet May, but the May rain has started. So the May rain has started. The May rain is annoying. The May rain tewera naye nga ate eyonona enguudo mukitegeera. Yeah, so today is ababeera mu quarter ey'emyezi ena eno naye ewedde. Today is 24th, 6 days, about 6 to 7 days to end the quarter. Kati awoddayo mu goals zo n'otandika okuziraba zaakyukamu kubanga ze zange zirina we zaakyukiramukko ng'ebyekola byeyongeddemukko and I did adjustments. The owner of the city, they don't care indeed. Good morning, Abby. They own the city bannange kati omulaba kati abadde apapa ng'ayisa ki uyo ali awo. Normally by the guys I tell you nze nvuga okuva ematugga nendaba abantu bwe bayisa naayisa n'omusanga ng'oli mabega we olumu n'omuyisa n'omudda ne maaso noka kati abadde afa ki okitegeera n'onoonya kyabadde afa nga tokiraba. That's why nze nvuga mpola kati ofuna ebizibu ngambe tufu mbadde ngoba ki. Good morning Mr. Mugerwa, mbadde nfa ki kibala nze nvuga I give myself space kati we are already late. It's 7:19. We are late kati we are not going to change anything. Era ne bodduka wano nodduka otya otukalye wise nkajjamu kakuti kati olina kgenda mpola. But I hope you guys are doing well. Today we are still talking about overrated versus undervalued or underrated. Bajita Hilux. Hilux. Next time you see it, that one is not a hardcore one like the first model. The fact is, Hiluxes are all strong. Good morning, Nathan. Hiluxes are all strong. But even in the strong Hiluxes, there are some very... You see the 97, 98 models, those cars are very strong. 19, I think up to like 2000. Those Hiluxes are hardcore. They are hardcore. Of course, they are not coming into the country anymore. The model that just passed. But that model is not the hardcore one. It would not work for someone that is going to use the car. Good morning, Mr. Cafero. Bikers we already stayed in it's not the kind of hardcore Hilux that would do ku farm ngeya ata babasa ze okola farm inakubanga emoroka eyo ebe egenda kubona abonerayo kati ezo Hilux model empyezo ziba tezijja kusobolayo oba wetaaga eri moroka eri model enkadde eri kabaawo nga gyetwanga naye sinafuna bifaananyi ba model emoroka eyo. Yeah, I'm going to ask the old man himself to give me pictures so that when I post any picture. Yeah, but of course I don't share number plates when I post a picture. Yeah, but man, we got a double cabin. Gekwaga double cabin. Love in the air, love in the air, love in the air. Bana imwete kikiri mbaga ya Martha ne Emma. Tuli Ugumbi ebyalo. And bonabona bagenda ku Kampala nga babede. Bagate center bafuuke ekibede. Ate namwe mubongeremu omusimbi kwegamba tuyugumye ebyalo. Ayi mujja kuba bulungi. Mujja kuba bulungi. Yeah, I think one of those underrated cars, one of those cars abantu zebalowooza nti it's not as strong or it's not up to the kind of work that we use these cars for in Uganda is the drone. Martha agenda kuwa enamba gwe totya. Martha is playing hard to get. Martha is playing hard to get, which is okay because takulabangako takumanyi okitegeera omukazi bwatyo playing hard to get kubanga ne wali najikuwa tugenda musisinkana kati ekirungi nti you have a place to interact with her. Ogira ogumira kaawo gwe tofa ife namba tujja gifuna. This drone mugiraba emmotoka eyo mpambanyi is the new Chigege, by the way. I know we like the other one, the Chigege that is coming towards us. It's okay, but I think it's because that's the car we knew. But these drones here, very well maintained, are very good cars. I think we've seen drones that have been maintained by taxi guys. Those guys don't really maintain cars properly or on time. They make shortcuts. Bakubendobo never kuba maintaining a motoka. Kati the Chigege is one car that you can even have on the road ngo kubiyenja oye kubiyenja wulu. But the drone tosobola kwe kubanja wulu nobera nayo kubala. Okitegeera. So I'm thinking that's why they try as much as possible to avoid it. And you know, when they tell you don't buy a used drone, they are telling you don't buy a used drone because a used drone will probably be poorly maintained. You get what I'm saying? Will probably be poorly maintained, and you don't want to buy a car that is poorly maintained. And majority of people abamanyira okuvuga kibina kati nalinga avuga kibina. But I remember when I bought my Vitz, nga you see that Vitz, it had the 2NZ engine. Nga the moment service expires like this, it changes sound. Ngetandi kutokotanga tractor. Paka botekamu oil omupya. It would kutokota like a tractor until you put new oil. Then it would go back to normal. So I totally understand when these people don't want to buy used drones because they know they don't maintain them properly. So I say again, I'm on the way. We need a drone here. So okay. Good morning, bro. Come 1st July, we are going to adopt the digital number plates. Any info on that? No. I've not yet gotten concrete info. That's why I'm not even talking about them. But I'm thinking it's a step in the right direction. Cameras can identify you. I think that the biggest reason why they're adopting the digital number plates, is to apprehend wrongdoers. Banarabe motoka, they can be traced through the cameras or whatever. This number plate, you can cover it. You can cover it, but you cannot cover a digital number plate. You get it? So for me, I think it's a good thing. Katinza siri mumenyi wa mateka. So yeah, I would not say the digital number plates are a bad deal. No, they are not. They are good. Uncle Arthur, bako chogamba. Martha jakuwe number, but just treat her nice. Nanti baga baita baby, simanya bikoze bitya. No mukazo wangu we wakago tumaze na bank. Nena atani ko kumpo kwa kulizo. Aino kwa kulizo bwe yampadde banna. Nena buganye. I'm an African man, we don't get told what to do. Tojja kumpa mateeka naganye. Omulaba oro yabadde atomedde omuntu nga mpisa. Tuli naye. But when you're driving in Kampala, always remember one thing. No, I even asked for it. No gamba iri mu connected. Good morning. Okay. Ako Arthur kangumire kugwe naye mama laavuye ennuma nnyo. Good morning Marvin. The question he asked on Friday, he's seeing another, he's not seeing any other person, Martha Buma. Hi Gaetano. Nze waliwo yampita bbu, I threatened to kumuchawa. Omuntu akwita ta bbu bantu. Please tell us about Land Rover Discovery 4. Banange emotoka ngampya nnyo. Ndoleka sinnagira bana kukugo. Jogolo jongamba okwogerako. Ate sagala nnyo okwogera ku byesimanyi bijja kunsibya. But I'm going to research about it. I'll definitely say something about it soon. Okitegeera. So over a drone, you can actually buy a used drone and still have good luck with it. If you buy a drone that is used and has been, you remember when VVTI vehicles had just come. Good morning, Rogers. You remember when VVTI vehicles had just come? Everyone was like, I remember before I bought my Vitz, I went to this mechanic in Kasangati. That time I was living in Kasangati. I went to this mechanic in Kasangati and he told me, Arthur, togeza noguleze moroka za VVTI, mbinyo. Badereva bayitusamu nabo andi abavuga automatic ali nyabuli nyamuliro bajja kutomera moroka ya mani moroka ya mani ina control je ekuwa discipline obanga wa amaje abasajja bamaje babani discipline tamalaga lwana amanyi bakuba n'abakubi b'ebikonde kubiwe ebikonde amanya nkuba naye wali abakuba katamalaga kuba abantu babayinza mu kubebe nnyo ne kati mu abavuga automatic muli nyabuli nyamuliro vum you Chigegeyo jiraba chigegeyo moroka nungi nnyo naye mama. I think right now it's overrated to the extent that drone, if you can get a drone at around 70 million in the bond, then the Chigege is 90 if it's there. You get it? So I find that one is overrated. If you go to the bond and you want to buy a car for business, a van, and you can afford the drone, buy the drone. But the mounted drone is just make sure you do pre-purchase inspection. Inspection. I sold mine 3 million. Nedda baba nze najigule milioni 3 nenjitunda mukaga. Ate Rogers okukagaza nti teri moroka mbi. Okitegeera okujja konga emoroka gyoguze generally mu kitundu mwoli teyagalwa. Ipsam eyo giraba najigula ne engine eri mu baafu. Do you know what it means okugula emoroka nga the engine is in the basin? Ben najigula ko bali babalemereddwa okugikanika. Bali balemereddwa okugikanika nga engine eri mu baafu. Nze nenjibagulako miliyoni 3 ndabawako na 2 kitundu. Nenjitwala kolo lwennyini nenjigulira ebyetaagisa ne bagikola neddawo neeyaka bulungi. Enkeera nentandika okuvuga. Mu wiiki eyo mwennyini. Nenjitunda. Wiiki eyaddako nenjitunda miliyoni 6. Otegeera. Kati one thing, Rogers, one thing I'm going to tell abantu nkiddamu mwena abali ku live eno njagala mukitegeere. Ekisooka emmoroka ne bweba nnungi etya, if you get the wrong mechanic you're going to hate that car. That one thing I'm telling you. Nze nyina mechanic yantamya primo eyo gye mulaba eyo old model. I have a mechanic yagintamya naye bantu bameka bawulira abagamba nti primo old model mbi. But I had the wrong mechanic. Era after that primo ne mugoba. Okitegeera. One thing, if you have the wrong mechanic, ekisooka kuyambako kulonda emmoroka embi. Because however good the car is, era naye wabaawo eziri poorly maintained, wabaayo eziri in poor condition. Okitegeera. So, but mize Ipsam nagikolamu amagoba. Kati go you can imagine yali nnyiniyo yamulema okukola. Nze nenjikolamu amagoba within 2 weeks. Okitegeera. So, mechanic omubi akulemesa emmoroka, okulonda emmoroka embi kikulemesa emmoroka. That's why you need to do pre-purchase inspection with Arthur. Kwate mitwala nagawe Arthur jene makanika bakulondera emmoroka kyekisooka. Number 2, mwewale nnyo okugula emmotoka sente ne zikugwako, because wonotuuka at any moment nga you need extra money to do some of your businesses. The first thing you're going to want to sell will be your car, because it's easy to sell. And when you sell your car when you're in dire need of cash, people are going to buy it cheaply. The Roger. So I don't know what happened to you. Either you chose the wrong car, you had the wrong mechanic, or you sold the wrong way. Emoka yetaka kutunda mubuddebo kyovola bantu ne mu bondi wakyaliyo emmotoka gye batunda emmoloka empya ne Toyota Uganda ekyayina emmoloka. Senga Toyota Uganda yali yagala kutunda bugubugu na value kitundika. Mwe mulowooza senga nze mbadde nkola pre-purchase inspection ku mitwalo 2, mulowooza senga buli lunaku sikebera emmoloka? Naye nze saagala balina mitwalo 2. I want someone that values the car. Going to buy a car, first things first, don't buy a car and get out of cash. If you have 50 million, buy a car 25, keep 25 on you, so that you don't get to a point where you really need the cash. So, and then you have to sell your car. Second, make friends that have ngasenga taka milioni 15 oyina omuntu gw'okubira muganga wawe mpereza milioni 10 nazikuwenke. Make friends that have money. Don't make friends that are poorer than you. I don't know if you get what I'm saying. Of course, these are lessons that we learn along the way. But then I realized ne community mwoli wabali mu community nga yabavu. You can't be in a community where people have 1 million on their account and you expect to sell a car 10 million. That's why we need to change environment some once in a while. Wabali mu community nga yabavu vawo. Yes, go in a community as you. I don't know if it makes sense. You know why I like Babede being here? Babede nga Jeke, nga Vianney, nga Emma, Babede bafewano, nga Gideoni. The reason why I like this Babede to be on my channel is because they challenge you and me. Emma wakugamba nti agenda kugula kawundo nga akekereza agenda kugula kawundo ya 35 kubanga agala akekereza sente nga nawe weche bamukekereza kwa agenda kugula milioni ya emmoloka milioni 35 kankole nnyo ng'okola nnyo. Okitegeera? So Rogers, you either made one of those mistakes. You either bought a car, ran out of cash, and by the time you sold that car, you really needed cash. 2, or you had the wrong mechanic, and 3, that wrong mechanic helped you buy the wrong car, and 4, watunda bugu watunda opapa. Emmotoka gitunda ng'oli mbibyo nga weeyaga abo bondi obutunda emmoloka enkadde zonna ziba nnungi babamu naye engeri gyagitundamu oba oyina gigula ng'oyagala nnyo agikuseere kwegamba akwematirirako n'akulaga nti nnungi nnyo n'akulaga talina ogenda kugijja mu mbeera eyo. That's what they do. Olowooza mbu bo baba n'emmoloka nnungi zokka. Someone on TikTok came and told me naye gwe Arthur amalevu wasazeeko gaaki. People be there looking at your bilevu. But why? Mundeke mbeerewo olumu mbisaleko n'enviiri njazisalako olw'olumu ngendeko mu meditation ngaba bayita ngaba monko jagendako mu meditation ngaba monko. But I hope you guys are doing well. So Rogers, I find that everyone that has sold their car cheaply made one of those mistakes. Either waina makaniko omubi ate ng'ekyo kikulu nnyo kuba makaniko omufu kakuyambako okulonda emmoloka enfu. Ekyokubiri emmoloka yagyonoona bwonoonye ekifo ky'ogitereeza. Ekyokusatu akubba. Ekyokuna ky'oyinza okukola ekyensobi kwemalako ssente ng'ogula emmoloka. Ekyokutaano ky'oyinza okukola kwe kutunda ng'opapa bugubugu n'otunda ng'olinga gwe bagoba tebayinza butakudondola gwe senga abasajja aba zizile emmoloka z'ababebe Jeke zizo n'eriyiiri emmoloka z'ababede abaamalayo kati waliwo n'ezaabano abatandika vuga emmoloka gwe ampadde njala balaga akamoloka ke kasitaliti naye abasajja ba boda tebalina bwongo. Alan nabe sigambizi good morning. Fe mwagala tulagewa. Ne asajja baboda. Mwagala fe tulagewa. Fe tugende tuvugire myala. Nyigawali. Ndaba lwaki bana Uganda mwagala nnyo boda ziyikiriza bo basindiko w'emmotoka agenda eri mwala. I hope you guys are doing well today. Rogers emmotoka eyo ipsamu sirumbe abantu beyagala ne zipsamu zaabwe bannange nze benyambyeko okufuna ipsamu ezo beyagala. One thing you need to know is when you buy a car, buy the right way. Chechisoka kuba olwona abagula emmotoka mu bond nabo ne babona. You go to the bond, you can buy the wrong car as well and suffer. We all know such people. Agule emmotoka ya miliyoni 3 n'agyongeramu 10 ng'ate tetabuse. Tukole nnyo ssente bannange, tukole nnyo ssente. Nja babuulira ensonga mu ddakiika nga 2 lwaki twetaaga okukola ssente. Naye tukole nnyo ssente. Naddala ffe abasajja twetaaga tukole nnyo abasajja. Kubanga ng'omusajja buli kimu kiri ku ggwe. Abaana bo emmere gye balya eri ku ggwe. Engoye ze bambala ziri ku ggwe. Ennyumba gye basulamu eri ku ggwe. Emmotoka gy'otambuliramu eri ku ggwe. Kwegamba naawe ebibyo by'okozesa biri ku ggwe. Kugambe ng'abasajja we have lots of gamba tukole nnyo. But I hope you guys are doing well. Abakola quote ey'emyezi 4 eno quote egenza ayo mwali mumanyi twogera ku yesatu nti kiki abakola quote ey'emyezi 4 one quarter is done, you have 2 quarters. Fe abakola ku quote ey'emyezi 3 abakola ku quote ey'emyezi 3 the second quarter 1 month is gone. Hey, what's up? You good? Okay, let me just park here and then I try to read some comments. A question: Toyota Nadia interior, like seats, can it be swapped with Toyota Ipsam? Yes, it can, but there is a difference. The Toyota Ipsam has 7 seats. The Nadia has only 4. But Abe, you don't have to do that. While your Ipsam is in an interior, no, Genyoze Baita Ipsam Super. Just go and buy the seats of the Ipsam Super. Was taking Ipsam your way better ordinary. You buy the seats, you buy the dashboard if you want, you buy these door panels and all that, and then you'll have a super Ipsam. A liter of fuel in the Ipsam goes for 7 kilometers to 8. That's one thing you need to know. If it's in very good condition, 9 to 10, which is unlikely right now. How is Toyota Rush? Toyota Rush is one of those overrated cars. People that want to drive SUVs, but probably they don't have the exact budget to buy an SUV or to maintain an SUV, then they buy the Rush, because the Rush has a 1.5cc engine. So you're basically driving an SUV at the consumption of a Corolla. But it's a very nice car. Okagula ne we yagala. Ipsam Super, it was good on the road, but fuel consumption was too high. You can't die. Toyota Rush. Ask me a question in particular Joel, because one thing you need to understand, there are cars that are new on the market. These cars are still new. So you need to understand that when a car is new on the road, even the problems have not yet come. First of all, cars that are new on the road are driven by people in town majorly. Fewa fema tugasina ba yavuga rush. Taliyo. People in my areas, they are the ones that would have such problems eziyinza okugira mu mmoroka empya kufa simanya bisoto bijukute bichi nefe wafa abantu ababe waffe bagula mmoroka ziri common ku ngudo. So but you need to understand that the rush webe ina problems zona tezinabeera jiwemu emyaka ebiri ojja kutegeera tano kutegeera problems za rush. And that's why I normally tell you people mugule mmotoka eziri tried and tested. Togula with the wave bobanga toli mu bed ababede balina okugula with the wave nti akamotoka akapya kazina akagula. Otherwise ejja kumenya. There is no quarter of 4 months Arthur. Nedda, by the way, Annie, JK companies here have a quarter of 4 months. They have quarter of 4 months. Bakole emyezi esatu enena. Namu. Which quarter? Your quarter was 3 months. April. Yeah. Most companies JK have 4 month quarters. 4 month quarters. It's something that is probably defined by the corporate world. I don't know why they do like that. But in Uganda, they have 4. Nebabeda nebitundu bisatu mwaka. Good morning, Henry. Land Cruiser V8 2000. I'm going to talk about it soon. Duster is the best premium SUV. I don't know why you say it's the best premium SUV. Tell me why. Tell me why. Members, I'm looking for land within Luwero, 5 million per acre, and I want 6 acres. Whoever has, please let me know. Those are much bullied. Much marketing and check market Tuesday. How is the Land Cruiser VX 2000? I will talk about it. Banange Joel. Obuze chibuzo no chibuze mirundi nga satu. Ndaba Joel, by the way, you guys don't ask a question more than once. Probably remind me there is my question up there. I will definitely see it. Is it expensive to own a Honda since they are not very common? Very expensive. More expensive than a Toyota. Now, normally this is what I tell you. Okuja konga, you want to drive a car that is unique. If you want, for example, to drive a CRV Honda, look for a more common version in the SUV type. Probably you can go for a RAV4. You can go for a Kruger, you can go for a Harrier, you can go for a Rush because Rush is now very, very popular. Boba jita kota, JK. JK bintu ya Uganda. Tobi manyi. Bajita kota. Bajita kota JK. Wano, they say we'll pay you in the first quarter. Ida abantu abagaba invoice in my company boba chimanyi. We'll pay you in the first quarter. Ida first quarter yawe abamu waliwo abagenda ku myezi esatu. Niye companies nyingi ezikolera ku quarter y'emyezi emeka y'emyezi ena. Let us inquire on the vehicles we can buy and afford. Most people on this channel want entry level cars. That's what I think. One thing I've also realized. What way yagambye Nissan ichi? Wano? Yeah. Are you a fan of the Nissan Xterra 4.0 SE? I don't even. I might have seen that car, but there are cars I don't even give my attention. Why? Because first of all, they are not common. The fact that we know the Nissan X-Trail, we know the Nissan Tiena, we know the Nissan Fuga, we know the Nissan there is this Nissan Akabi, Akaringe. We know all those cars because, well, they are on Ugandan roads and they are apparently, yes, they are surviving. But the Nissan Xterra, but it's not very common, and it's not by accident that that car is not common. Whenever you see that the car is not common, it doesn't mean to bajiwalana. Ate bajiwalana, inevitable, and it's one thing that you need to understand, and you want to avoid the problems. Just inquire on vehicles, okay. But nice, okay. Nissan Murano, what's this? Bought a Nissan Murano. What's the decision? I know. Basically, all Nissans. Bwenaba tefude genda kulia sente paka ulono gambo manyi kanzireyo mu Toyota. How many kilometers per liter do you get on Primo and Corolla? Now, this Corolla is better than the Primo. I can get up to 18 kilometers depending on the condition. Right now I get between 13 and 15 depending on how I've driven. But the Primo I used to get 10 to 11. The Primo Ordinary, the one that has 1.8cc engine, 1800cc like JK would say. Balalu, if they call 4 months period a quarter of a calendar year, no, what they do is a quarter in their definition. Because you realize, JK, there is a rule of thumb, but then there are rules that can be created by you as an entity. You can say our quarter is going to be 5 months, and we have, I don't know, 2.5 quarters, I think. You get, you can create your own rules, and mujiteka bylaws according to our bylaws, a quarter will be 2 months. Good morning, Arthur. Ipsam super co katandikira kumeka kabale million musanvu kumunana right now. Look enungi musanvu kumunana. Of course there are people that have helped buy those Ipsams at 5.5, but that was last year. Right now with the prices of cars, Ipsam super nungi by the million musanvu kumunana. Duster is good fuel efficiency, cheap to buy. Imagine owning 1.6 liter SUV. Yeah, definitely, but buy it new, don't buy it used. You can imagine someone has a 1.6 liter SUV and they are selling it. Why are they selling it? Because 1.6 liter banga avuga Corolla katulacha abagitunda. So buy, go to the bond and start it yourself. Neyo na yote tunamanya bizibu ya tujja bimanya maasawo. Manya moroka bweziba ampianze sagala kuzogera kunyo. Mbasi zimanyi. I got an education. Good morning, Arthur. Ovude kukosa now abusing Honda CR-Vs. All jokes. Naye kosa sinajivu makoba nange. Kosa just nzetenda bikira bulungi. And I have the very first person I did pre-purchase inspection for is called Solomon Chitumba. Atero commenting wano. I helped him buy a Corsa. We bought it at 5 million. Esawa ina atunda musanvu. Atenga wajazimuwa. Botu nanga wema tidanga nemoroka yo chimanyi toina chikugoba. Ochitegira. The Corsa I bought at 5 million. Right now 7 million. Kuboji no nyeji tuko bulungi ngateri yo mukatale. But nze kanda bikira bulungi ze ngomuntu na iye Solomon yajjaka ayagala. Ochitegira nakagula ate ye yagala. I got an education about Hondas. Even just seeing it leaves me terrified. Henry, tell us more. Tell us more about the CR-V. About Honda. Tell us more. Is it true that Mark II Musota 1996 to 2001 they have hard body like Corona 19? No. But I find that all these cars, their bodies are okay. Even this Wish Jemgama Chipapura, because it's the bumpers that have a problem. All these cars are okay. You're not going to die with the car. Just don't knock. Any car, if you knock it, all about Benz the bagambe ngumu. When you knock a border guy, na yeda yefunya. Ochitegeira. Share your experience, Ojambo. Yes, Henry, share your experience. Do you consider 2008 models tried and tested? No, because majority of the 2008 models are still new on the road. After someone is selling his Mark II Grand 2003 B at 25, that's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. Sure. Mpozi ngozina zili oba wa benzi. Niyo na bili mutano gula Mark II Grand. Bili esatu. Atengo ojja kusanga nga milioni nga 3 mu bili ogifune empya. Bwe baje eri, by the way. That's the issue. Inzo bateri. But still 25 million is a lot of money. Kati bwe webuuze Mark X mu bondi ya mmeka. Bwoza Mark X bili mwenda ye milioni ana. Kiraba. Olaba ne fuel atenda tuka milioni ana eri mu 3.8. Kati ng'okwata sente ng'ogula ki Mark II Grand BE milioni 25 muleka avuge emmotoka etannatuuka kutunda. Ni Arthur, you should start doing TikTok lives also. I'm thinking about it. Naye TikTok bannange. Abaana bo ku TikTok bavuga. Ate ku TikTok about a can recommend it. Then they use, yeah, thank you very much. You want to drink some?
No.
Okay. They use my audios. But I've done a clarification video. I've even stopped people from downloading my videos because that's one thing I cannot do. You are wrong, Arthur. 4 quarters make a whole. You can have less than 4. You can't have less than 4 for whatever definition of the JK. As a principles is all. Hey. Jeko sanyo wono kuma uke Uganda ja kutegera ebintu engeri waffe ebintu Uganda gye bikola. Ewaffe JK. Ewaffe Kampala wano. Ebintu bya njawulo. ebintu gwe byogamba nti we cannot have 3 quarters gwe bibyo era companies eza Uganda ezimu zisasula in the first quarter ngigwa mu April. I think they are rejected. Ebintu bya Uganda birala nnyo. Ebintu bya Uganda birala nnyo bwe bagamba nti ali qualified bamumma omulimu ne baguwa atali qualified. Lojja okumanya nti Uganda ebintu bikyuka. Tewane Kampala everything you ne bamu verifying ne bagamba asinga yali qualified. Okitegera kati gwe gyoli jeke buli kimu kitambula in the straight manner. Well, no, we are in Uganda. You just I think when I was still young, I used to move a lot. I go to Europe and come back, and during that period I had expectations of how I still have a little of those expectations of how things should move, but I got mentorship here, and that mentor of mine has totally prepared me. Of course, things in Uganda are done totally differently. There is a way movies are shot in Hollywood. Now, katinzenge omuntu yagenda n'ensoma drama and film. There is then nengena nenkorako n'azungu. I would have enjoyed to make films the right way. However, there is a way films are made in Uganda, and they still get the same quality as almost the same quality as Hollywood. Cut the people that have learned to adjust, to find the middle ground, are the people that have made it in the film industry first. And the one reason why I had not entered the film industry or doing TV shows first was because I was still rigid. I know things are supposed to be done this way. Erakati, in Uganda, if you want to do things and survive the right way, or survive, just simply survive, you need to talk to people that have done things in Uganda for some time, and then you find out the right way to approach things. Uganda, I did a broadcast yesterday on timing belts, and people were saying a timing belt is supposed to go up to 100,000 kilometers. And 100,000 kilometers, zero mileage. 100,000 kilometers is when the warranty expires. You can't say that Toyota and Nissan oba Victoria Motors, Kampala Motors, our warranty stops at 100,000 kilometers. Now, at 100,000 kilometers, things are bound to start fading. That's why they tell you change the timing belt at 100,000 kilometers. After 100,000 kilometers, change the timing belt as frequently as you must, depending on how healthy your car is. And they were talking about the Mark II. Mark II is singa zitonyane oil in wali timing belt with the beams engine. Ida Mark II is singa zibasiye engine, but it's because of timing belt failure. And I was telling this person, choose your timing belt almost every 2 services. But you change every 2 services because you lose nothing. Why? Because if a timing belt gets snaps, you lose more money than what you would lose if you change the timing belt regularly. It was simple as that. Nenga ekintu kyokole ekintu nga bw'olina kikole Uganda kiri very important, and in the end someone understood. Avuga moroka mpya timing chain na ya wakane bya time nzinda vuga moroka enkadde ezo olwo lukobo enkobe eziri e Kampala ne baguzo olyo original mbula mitwala abiri kinene nyebo yuba ruvuze nyo ruvuga emitwala 5, and majority of Ugandans don't drive cars up to 50k. Probably that's why they never really change timing belts. Nekati nzavuze ku moroka nenjivuga emyaka 2 nga ate njivuga hardcore nkimanyi nti mu mwaka nakyusanga timing belt emirundi ejo nga ate buli wabaguza bagamba eno yesinga Does TikTok pay African creators? I think Arthur, you are better off on YouTube and using TikTok to grow your YouTube channel. That's what I do, David. The TikTok so that people actually get to know about the YouTube channel. So that's basically. What about Primo 2006? Are they tried and tested? I'd like to avoid anything earlier than 2003. Yeah, the Primos. Basically, Primos just buy any car that is a Corolla. Any car that is a Corolla, buy. Corollas are just the most reliable cars globally. Corollas. The Romeo is a Corolla. The Spacio is a Corolla. The Primo is a Corolla. This one is a Corolla. The Raum is a Corolla. Okitegeera. The Paso is a Corolla. Paso Sete is a Corolla. Okitegeera. Motoka kyano ndala gentira okulaba it's a Corolla. Any car that is called a Corolla, go researching to find out if it's a Corolla. Most of the Corollas share the same engine. Okitegeera. And normally, for one company kintu ekiri unreliable kifa engine, sicho ne gearbox. But a car that shares an engine normally shares the gearbox. Okitegeera. The Ractis is also a Corolla. I was trying to look at it. Njagala kulaba kanu ka IST, but I think even the IST is a Corolla. Any car that is a Corolla, but even a Fielder is a Corolla. Any car that is a Corolla, just know it's going to be reliable. Of course, some are more reliable than others, but Corollas are generally reliable cars. Ata Corolla yo esikira maaso Corolla yange ate lero bana ngudde mbuseerezi nenjirwanyi sana empulira nga ndiye soga mchara wanga ndabanga nwana n'obuseerezi nga wembuyitamu omanyi bya bakyala bibagala nalabanga yo wina mata sikyecho neka wala akaseerezi ke tugudde mtu bade tugenda gwa mwala nga nange ntandise okulowooza ani gwe nkubira okunsindika ne Corolla eno mugireke leave this Corolla alone. Tukayiseemu akaseeri naye nga emmoroka ebadde etunudde na mwala bwe naye nange kati ntandise okumanya manyimuko ku mmoroka ebadde etunudde mwala bweti nange simanyi bwe njijjeyo nekirabika it's instinct. The more you drive a car, the more some things get to you without you even knowing. Kibayita experience, I think. People that are experienced, there are things that they do without them even knowing. Okitegeera. I think Subarus are cars to consider as well lately because of their ubiquitous kwagala kunzwaza buswaza ndisimanyi luzungu naye kati ubiquitous obadde olina kukyogera tosobola gamba they are many. No, Subaru, first of all, Toyota now owns 20% of Subaru. So, and the person that owns 20% of your company dictates the kind of quality that you shine out. So Toyota owns 20% of Subaru, so just know the quality of Subarus is better over time. So quality ya Subaru zebafulumya kati eri better. Kakati tugenda kula bundazi ona parkinze bubi. Waliwo akagali atadde wana atunda obuveera. Oli aparkinze motoka naava namu. Tamanyi nti bugula obundazi obwo ina kugula kigagga. Nasigala mu motoka. Olabanza wa Corolla nsigala mu motoka navuga Primo 2 oba 28 oba 29 oba 210. Mungambire kayongereko mu maaso. Bundazi busimbya line bannange. Obulaba moloka zizo zisimbye tugula bundazi. Kati gwejeke bwe nti bye Kampala mwe mulya zi pizza mulya zi burger fika tusimbye line ya bundazi kati no drive through. If I was one of the iron sheet thing, I would buy it. It was a Honda Escort sijulidanga nako. Very strong. Body premium interior, 4-wheel steering. It was 3.5. I had to fix the head gasket to sort a cooling problem. After some cars are made in it. Auntie Omanyi, Binebintu Henry, one thing I've realized, the people that help us lose money, first of all, are brokers, and then the mechanic. The mechanic you choose can help you make losses. The mechanic will tell you, chino changu, tukuleka gasket, tukatekeko, etambule. Then the broker will make it worse. The broker will make it worse by when moroka tojimanyi namu. Temanyi nakubulira ne moroka zeta manyi. Okitegeera. Ayino tukoze kajjamu. Swaba. Kola satu wali nze amalosa sura obundazi wa nedda ngambye buli obundazi bwengula obungi awo kireke no mukazi alina tukwata obulungi ennaku zitazze kugula ennaku zetutazze ggula bundazi yalina n'obweggulu kati bumukutte ate abantu banesinza batwalira bintu binaabalumya lubuto nga walaba Henry naye some of those cars normally when naye Honda Accord njiraba mu filimu za America na America bavuga imotoka ebyo bitategeerekeka. Subarus are fun cars, but not sure if they are the most reliable, but they have a strong car community. I think one thing that happens with Subaru is there's that support system. Subaru cars have organizations and all. Subaru car mechanics are even passionate about them. Subaru. The thing that happens with Toyota, mechanic wa Toyota akuyita ko ngemoroke kufuddeko kubo. Okitegeera, right? Did you know it had the head gasket issue before? I know he knew. Bagabi, all he had to do was repair the head gasket. That's why I think he bought it 3.5. Why stop people from downloading your TikTok videos? Auntie David Jack, why I'm stopping people from downloading is because brokers are misusing them. When I recommend a car, a broker downloads the video, takes out the audio, and uses it to advertise his car. So today alone, by morning, I had 3 people asking me, the numbers is in motor so what I don't want is for people to go bababe bagambe athai yakozechi athai ya recommend is a morokeno. So that's what they are doing. If you have not seen those videos, you're going to see them. That's what they are doing, and I don't want that to happen. It would be something else if someone replicated my audio that would not be bad, but the thing is they get my real voice. Good morning, Brian. Hey, thank you, Martha. Guys, like the broadcast. Kajamu Mukaraba. People using your TikTok audios is one of the way for people marketing you, bro. I got to know you through this. Oh, no. With the audios, they don't market me. The one thing that would market me is the videos, if they share the entire video. But the brokers take the audio only. They take only the audio. So those audios don't actually take me anywhere. Don't buy while in the car. One day they will put a stone in the boot instead of a bunch of banana. Matoke, I buy matoke from home. What is the secret in those bundas? But it seems most Hondas, sedans and vans are problematic. I used to see so many Honda vans in Sapporo at Sapporo. Yeah. After watching Kluga, Tebasi said I knew. See, I was Zimuchi. I think they drew Kaya. Klugas have no problem. They just don't have as much demand as the. They just don't have as much demand as the. They just don't have as much demand as the Harrier Kawundo. But the Kluga is the Harrier Kawundo in a different design. Almost everything will be the same if it's the same mood, same version. With Bilibina ya Harrier, almost everything is the same apart from the design. With Nkumisatu, almost everything is the same apart from the design. Good morning, Asiku. Council for where Idinda, Mbari, Tororo. Yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. You see that Primo in front of us, that's a Corolla. That's why you'll find that if I have a 1.5cc Corolla That guy has a 1.5cc Primo. We have the same. Is 1.8. His is also 1.8. We have the same engine, same gearbox and all. Which take it. Subaru Yeo for the Subaru lovers. You know Subaru cars, eh? The Subaru cars look macho. They look strong, eh? And I think that's probably one reason why in the Moroka guy it even emits mist. Whenever we have mist wokumacha, engine in namuzo kaze zichikole echo. Eba combustion era complete. Obajeke bwe mukiyita. The combustion is complete. Ojirengera mist wayo. Hi Arthur, what is the price range of a Spacio old model which is in very good condition? Starting 10 million. Starting 10 million and above, depending on who is selling, of course, depending on availability as well, but starting 10 million. But then you can get a new model at around 16. But starting 10 million, you can get a good Spacio old model. Kati bobo ina wojjo mukaga obango gwina kwa account kati awogata gatta no gatta ku 10 zo no weza 16 and you buy the new model. Because the new model will give you better value for your money, better mileage in terms of fuel, and better resale value for the time when you have to. Uyo wakosa atabuse uyo. Aisiza okose mumba. Kasa yotenda bikira bulungi mukama atusasira ekose yotenda bikira bulungi jira. It's like they patched up parts, like the supervisor was coming and they had to have a car made. So they made that Corsa. Of course, the Corsa that Solomon bought, the one we bought, is the newer model of that one. Ibaitaka Superba. Toyota Kluger has 2.4 and 3.0. The resale price of Noah 2003 seems lower than the 1998. Ugandans have Chikwate. This car is strong, it's strong. So the Noah 2003 doesn't have legs. They like the older model. What's the price range? Hey, it's November. Let's see that here. So, overrated versus overrated and underrated over undervalued. Waliwo overrating akamoto kaka kali masa ako kapaso bananga uliwosanga omuntu kapaso tekanywa kano kakosa kakosa tekanywa bichi then ne study ne bako ne period yayo ne bawanika study ne buli kibimba chikka kati Rumion ne Rush ne IST ziri waggulu eri muwanise ziri bannange. I'm learning how to drive in November, buy a wish in December with your help. Do my first drive up to home in Kabale. Ne wali wado tandika kati okuyige motoka November wala. Tandika kati nga buli wiki ogenda mu driving school no evuga yucho ovuze, no vuga kuzaba chalibo, no funa self drive like that. So that you practice. You don't want to crash your own car, which will happen if you don't have enough experience. And experience with cars, you can only get experience with cars if you practice as much as possible. So you should probably start now. Don't learn to drive in December and then go on a long trip don't learn to drive in November and then go on a long trip in November in December. It's a little risky. You should learn driving now, start practicing now, so that by December you are an experienced driver. Which take it. And about traffic, you are not permit you at December, because when you learn in November, your permit will definitely come out in December. Because these days the driving permit comes out in 1 month. Whether you what, it's 1 month. It doesn't matter how many bribes you give, your permit will come out in 1 month. So you should start now, even start processing your driving permit, so that by November the permit is done and all that. And Kabale is quite a distance and it has some tricky roads, So okuvuga Kabale yo ino kubanga omanyimu single muyiga. And if you start learning how to drive in November, December you still be a learner. You'll not be a competent driver. As a learner, you should be in Kampala. You should have learn now, practice, so that by the time you buy your own car, you have practiced as much as possible. Ata nsaba kuntangazaamu okwetikira emmotoka empya okuva Japan n'aguze wano kisinga byombi bisinga. When you get your own car from Japan, you save like a 5 ma. Here you see your car, you buy it that day, you get it that day, and you see it. The car in Japan is one thing you're not going to see. And then you are getting risks. If your car crashes on the way here and it's not insured, you lose it. But here there are no risks of the car crashing before it gets here. Okujango okozesa companies, but even those companies, I doubt they have that insurance. I don't know. I've not shipped a car before, but they ship them via driver. It means someone drives your car from Mombasa to Kampala. So you have risk. But when you buy a car from the bond, the 5 million goes, or the 3 or 7, but you have already, that's like you paying for the risk. You mean with 16 million I can get a very good space new model? What condition? It will be good. Not the best, but it will be good. At 16 million space new model, that's the problem I've seen with people that come from here. You come with 16 million, you want to space your new model, and then you say, but I want you BJ. That's the problem. Nze bojokuro ne moroka ne atanga wero ne number yango ina sente nyingi. Tojana sente zingambe nogangwe kugamba at 16 million you can get a space your new model. Sikugambe jangunga ate oyaga space your new model you BJ. Tojanga wero nda. Peter JK is saying Uganda still needs you alive. Do not drive to Kampala in December after a month of learning how to drive. Definitely. It will be a very risky thing. Start learning how to drive now and practice on the roads, and then see the problems that can come and all that. The buses, man. And I think that's like the woman that drove into a ditch on Mitiana Road. I think probably that's why she drove. She was still scared. Bus yakube ngombe na agenda mwala. Bonna ne bafa. Okitegeera tewepanka ku highway nga wakayiga. It's risky. Start learning now or practicing for the next couple of months, so that ababoda mbada babakoze appointment nange sibatomera. Bakoze appointment fe batutadde boba bakutte boba yingira obaka oyo gayi mu manyo oyo atabera ku YouTube ajja kuntomera chaliwa. With your Ugandan experience, how often should you change the following? Okay, you tell me. Eyo rawumu eyo. Ojiria baba. Eyo. Of course, waliwo abazifunyemu omukisa nabono wakose yebidi. Waliwo abazifunyemu omukisa rawumu ezo naye that rawumu old model. That car will eat a person in you. But oil is changed every 4,000 kilometers. But change every 4,000 kilometers when you use the HX5 oil that goes for 5,000 kilometers. But don't drive the entire 5,000 kilometers. Drive only 4,000 and change. If you use the oil that goes for 3,000 kilometers, drive it only at 2,000 kilometers and change. To keep your engine healthy. So told in the oil without that mileage, and then change. I find that that's one thing that has helped me keep my engines alive. No one. Ojogwe mwabodo mutomere bo mutomere nga parking awali. Tebalowooza nti wabadde watafika badde akupapya. Tebalowooza wabadde waboda yabadde omugwagwa nga parking emmotoka yo nze ngenda mpola. Driving city center is far different from highways. Definitely, but experience in the city center will help him, will make him stronger. With these guys that abuse, the guys that honk and all that, you'll get shaped properly. I hear people change oil every few months, yet they only drive. Yeah, antikati every few months, but nga avuze kilometer nga ziweddeyo, because omuntu ajja kugamba I regularly drive city, nenga on the weekend they drive to the beach, on the weekend they drive to the village and all that. So as long as the kilometers are done, you can change your oil. I want to buy a Noah for school van. Please talk about fuel tourers and Noah oil models. Me, my budget is 15. You will get a good one. It won't be the best, but it will be good enough. The Noahs have one problem that I've realized. If it's two-wheel, definitely those Noahs are rear-wheel drive. Then you have a problem there. But if four-wheel, it will consume a little extra fuel. However, the one challenge I've seen with Noahs is the braking system. Not every mechanic knows how to work on those brakes. So you need to get a mechanic that's experienced properly with brakes. That's the one problem I've seen. And also the fuel consumption of the Noahs is not very friendly. But since you're going to use the Noah for business, for a school van, it's okay. But why don't you buy a Chigege? Why don't you buy a Chigege? It will take more kids. It will take more kids, and then more kids means more money. That's my thought. You don't have to do that. With your Ugandan experience, how often should you replace the following once you hit 100k? Spark plugs, timing belt, battery, ignition coils, air filters. Air filters should be changed every time you do service, my brother. Me, that's one thing I've realized. It's cheap. Air filter is like 25 to 30k. Change it every time you do service. Me, one thing I've realized, the air filter influences a lot how much fuel you consume. So having a new air filter will be very good for you. So every time you do service, change your air filter. Ignition coils change when they are old, when they have cracks, for example. That's when you should change the ignition coils. The battery change when you see wear. Change it. Sell the old battery you have to someone at like 100k, then top up 150 and then buy a new battery. That's what I'm going to do with my battery. So I'm going to sell it to someone at 120 or 150. Then I get a brand new battery. The timing belt. If you drive a car that has a timing belt, check it every time you do service, I'm telling you. Especially if you drive, because cars that have timing belts in car day. These days cars have timing chains. Timing chain. Timing chain. The Harrier counter is the timing chain. You promote a mass your timing belt. So Kari, change it every 6 months to be safe. That's my thought. Bobo got town service, change it every year. Bakubya simanya owners manual maybe ku box. Abantu abakuguza timing belt basubira tovuga moroka ina mitwala abiri ku mileage. That's what they expect. Ovuga moroka ina kilometer mitwala 3 oji maintaining ngange eya Toyota Uganda. Then church nanacho obuziza wano. Spark plugs, Toyota Uganda normally tells me, because me I buy my plugs from Toyota Uganda. Toyota Uganda normally tells me I should drive my spark plugs for 2 years. For 2 years, that's what they say. But that's also is dependent. A motoka yo we bate you oil bitulibya plug, then you can do 2 years. Then you should also check the plugs for wear and tear. Probably every 3 services, get the plugs out of the car and check how they look. Inspect them for wear and tear. That should tell you when to change the spark plugs. Leave alone and change the spark plugs every 2 years, but every 3 services. Plugs why are you buying plugs from Chiseka when you can afford plugs from Toyota Uganda? If you're driving a Toyota, go to Toyota Uganda. If you're driving a Nissan, go to Victoria Motors. If you're driving a Mitsubishi, I know there is a dealer. If you're driving a Subaru, go to Kampala Motors. Some things should be easy. Some things should be easy. But abavuga automatic mutumenya. You don't know what they call driving a car. Kyekirala kyobuuziza si byebyo. The filters. What was about air filter ne fuel filter? The fuel filter nayo ndoza wali kusiza at least once a year. Naddala ng'onywa amafuta amabi nze nywa Shell na Total. I last changed my fuel filter in 2021. But sinywanga ku mafuta mabi kuba nze nywa Shell Total. Hydraulic. But as long as it's still at the level, the good level, you can change every 2 years. Kali, oyagala nnyo. But it's ndwaho n'okulaba omuntu avuga emmotoka emyaka ebiri. Nze this is one of the cars that I've driven for a very long time. No kantera givuga mwaka gumu ekinene nnyo gumu kitundu. On average, I used to drive about 3 cars a year. Sigamba nti zalimbi nga etuuka n'ebeera ordinary nga kangule ku ndala. Okitegeera ate nagulanga mmotoka za rayisi kati. Yeah, I can change. Okitegeera. The brakes, the moment you feel like your car is not braking properly, have the brakes changed or checked. Okitegeera. But me I find that kati nze nga avuga, because I drive very big distances, I change my brakes about every 6 months. Okitegeera. So if you're driving town service, you can do brake changes every year. Bobo vuga bulungi. Of course, even the driving style can influence how soon your brakes break down or how soon your brakes get spoiled. Okitegeera. But me, my driving style is expert. Expert. Mvuga yange yaba expert. Chayine mu kisofa kinensi. Video teri clear. Yandiba omanyi even when you have bad connection, the video will not be clear. Ngada bange eri clear bachali bange. Nze ndabo obubi. Ne weather nayo mbi. Omanyi ne weather bwe bambi. Nekifaananyi tekiyinza bakirungi. Tubanga abali mu horror movie. Ziri ezaba alien. When there is only one single survivor in the world. Rogers, Nabia Martha, enuma nnyo. Nsanze wonchogereko kiveeko. I have a plan to send you your 400k. Take time to find a space you. And the moroka tujigula loli ready. Omanyi, normally you guys tell me lwensoso okulaba kasiyenta akafudde ku bbala kaako kacyamusendoza bukyamusi kamukyamuseeko. But you guys, emmotoka zino empya ekukyamukako etya bannange? Walabanza avuga emmotoka gye nagula $5,000,000 tekyamuka. Mafuta ge gamuweddeko. Nalowooza efudde. Badde neewuunyiza. Mafuta ge gamuweddeko nalowooza efudde. Kati ogwe emmotoka eyo UBH genda giteeka mu fulu tanka. Bannange mugyeewo ekyejo. Ebintu bijjeemu ekyejo. Bw'osalawo nti oligula mmoloka mpya, terekawo ssente z'amafuta. Kyekyo kye mbagamba, togulanga mmoloka ne weemalako ssente baggaayi bange. Mpozi n'ogula mmoloka gy'osobola. Oyinza osanga kati n'esiyenta tagisobola. Ng'emume n'esiyenta bwe beekumenya oba olina kugula bajaaji. Sina TVS. Ne TVS eba nnene kuba oba olina kugula bajaaji, because abavuzi ba boda bagamba bajaaji esevinga nnyo okusinga zi TVS. Kakati Isaiah ezo sente nange nzaagala naye. Normally what I advise is that when you're ready you tell me, osobola okungamba like 2 days before, then you send me my car money, but you tell me 2 days before you're going to come to buy the car. You don't send me money and say no nya, because enkola tojja gisobola. Enkola yanoonyeza ebanga ya diiru nti waliwo akabaluse linnya boda oleete sente, and normally I don't want you guys to go through that. Okitegeera sente bayiza nozikubbako ng'ojja nazo. Normally what I do is when you're going to buy a car, we go look at your options and then bwetusiima you go to the bank and pick money sente ozinonedde emmoroka naawe gyolabyeko gyosiimye okitegeera then you can decide mbu Arthur Nonderenza ajja kunkubira nenkuyitira emmoroka n'otagisiima nga ate ozze ne ssente okitegeera. So most of the people I know drive their cars for at least 4 years. Anyway, I think me I get bored very quickly. Kati emyaka inanga ndi ku motoka emu. Life is too short. Drive one car for 4 years. Nedda. Neno mpulira kati mpulira njagala kukyusaamu. Kati no nayo njivuze banga ddene. Mpulira njagala kukyusaamu. I have considerations. I've thought of Mark X, I've thought of Wish. Mark X, of course, no. Bakati awo crown ebe yawo. Kati I've thought of a Wish. Monoka chawe ndala. Nalabaka ice sako nakosika monoka kabina konka lowoozaako. For now is a monoka myaka ena. Ngofane ngovuze monoka emu myaka ena. What are you going to tell God? That God, I was being patient with life. You died. God will ask you, you died driving one car? All for what? Okay. Yaravu ya mwesigena biyingira. Jackie, 4 years. And yet I thought 2 years was a very big time to drive one car. But I found people that drove their cars for 10 years. And I thought to myself, ngamfachi. Ndi muvubuka ndizivuga nga nkaddiye. Babo bokaddiye bakubba nnyo kati abo boyina kuguma. I have planned 400k. Take your time. You need to find me a new space, your new model 16 million. Tozimpeza sente zo Isaiah. Don't send me your money. Neka mwagala kutuchawa buchayi. Mbona kuweleza nagangi lwaki tofuna space yange zimpe sente zange. Ndeka tompa sente zo zirike. Mumulabye bannange. Ndoza mumulabye. Akuweleza sente akuteke ku pressure. Bwamala kugambe broker ajimbidde wano ompa sente zange agende bamutomezi. Mundeke ompa sente nzino zirya. Goma rozi mmanyi. Don't send me your money, Isaiah. You eat it in peace. With the current market prices, you're telling me you want a healthy space, UBA and above, at 16 million. Eat your money. Don't send it to Mr. Ogogunemye. Ogogunemye. Arthur, I find most RAV4 have issues with gear. That's a common thing. Oyogera kuchina ekintu ekikoona nti bwateka mugiyange gira go. That's okay. That's a Ugandan thing. We all know. That's not a sickness. It doesn't stop the car from moving. You will drive your car for 10 years with that thing. It's normal. That's why when you're buying a RAV4, I recommend you buy a manual one. It has no problems with that. The only solution for that thing, and it doesn't mean this gearbox is bad. No, it just has that issue. Every car comes with a problem that is known, but when that problem doesn't stop the car from moving. So that's the problem that the RAV4 has. And it's not a very serious issue. We all know. Chabulijo. Emma bagambye ono si wa bulijjo. Arthur, literally you admire every car. Mercedes. Mercedes najivaako. Kanso nava ku Mercedes ndiwo. I'm all for Crown. No, and I want to change. Sigamanti I admire. Crown yadanga anfuse mubedenga jeka ojajivuga. Nekati makanika wange yabade actually he sold the space to one of my followers here. Kaspacio nakona kavuze munga ampulira sika. My mechanic came, took my car, left me with this space. So I drove that Spacio. Nekawulanga sikabina ikatono. Katono katinze Arthur sikyavuga moroka wema nchusa manjagala moroka ngina emito minjiko. Abana bange bagenderi mabega babuke be yagale dadi yagula. That's why I'm thinking of spurs of this Wish or ISIS. Abana be yagari. ISIS is not so common, which means the prices might actually be a little lower. Katikunze nga athana pata zirabika, but yeah. Mercedes nagivaako olowooza kyokitegeera sirire juna. Paul Senyonga mwami Arthur njagala kutandikira ku Nuwa eina any challenges. Nuwa nungi nagyogeddeko dda mpozi jagyogerako enkya ojja kulaba eyenkya. Banange, you guys, I'm making this clear. Don't send me your money to give me impossible challenges. Utandike ntandika okugwebwako emirembe olwokuba wampereza emitwalo gyana. Tompa. Spasio UBA at 16 million tejja kuba nnungi. Of course, being good is subjective. Goyinza okuba nga osobola ogifuna n'olowooza nnungi naye nze obulungi bwe njogerako mbumanyi. Spasio at 16 million egenda kuba mu US series weba nnungi. It will be US series. That will be clear. It will be a US series. Bambi ate mulekerawo okuteekako ne sente nga simanyi. You stop sending money without telling me. Let me accept your money. And someone from here sent me some 50k. Sirika teyankubira na simu, they just sent money. So I've had that money on my phone for 2 weeks and I kept quiet. So I think 4 days ago he texted me, says, Mr. Arthur, I want to know when I should send the rest of your money. I sent you 50k, so I want to come and just come for the car. And I told him, wait, don't send me your money. I have not even touched the 50k you sent me. The way I do my inspections is that you need to be there. And I don't even have cars. I don't have a bond. I'm not a broker. We search together. You call the brokers, you know. And if we fail to get a car there, I try to call the brokers. I know. That's how these things work. So please, people, stop sending me money without talking to me first. You call me and tell me, Arthur, I want to buy this car and this car with this budget. Is it possible? And then I tell you if it's possible. If it's possible, then we talk when you should come and buy, and then you send me money. But this business of sending money and you trap me, mundeke. Brandi yange njikoleredde nnyo, njitaddemu a lot of mina, a lot of data, okutuuka okufa mupya kuwaana. Nedda. Don't send me money without telling me. Let me accept it. Isaiah nzigobye bw'aba ayagala Spasio UPA ku million 16 ezo zinnemye nayo omulala. Grandi yange I want to have it for 4 years plus. Njivaako ngula mpya ate nga neeyo sigitunze. Bw'olowooza bwe nali nga ndowooza edda muganda wange bwe nagula primo yange eri nagamba okuva ku primo eno njivaako ngenda mu bondi. Makanika n'akinkola n'agintamya naye nengula kakolola kange. Kakolola mbagamba nk'abaana bange okitegeera naye njagala tukuvuga ku mmotoka ndala. Of course kano kajja kusigalawo naye njagala vuga ku mmotoka neeyagalemu era ndagifunira akasente njivugemu. Kale naye ng'otandika okugaa tewavuze emmotoka gye wali oyagala kuvuga olw'okuba wali mbuki. We were being patient. So I've reached work enda kubata njagala nsome ku comment zammwe zino. But I hope you guys are doing well. Don't forget, I do pre-purchase inspection. If you are going to buy a car, don't make the mistakes that other people made. For example, the mistakes of thinking you can get a certain car in a certain price range. Katinga happy Isaiah bwagamba ayina million 16 ayagala Spasio UBA okitegeera. You're going to make a mistake if you're not careful. Try as much as possible to be careful when you're going to buy a car. And one way to be careful is by hiring Arthur for your pre-purchase inspection. Service jenkola ntunda trackers emmoroka ne car alarm systems. How are you doing, Uncle Arthur? Onzije mu kamoli. Bannange Salomine gwe byogera mbu njagala kivuga 4+ years. Nga tunafuna akasente tunataka okulaba emmoroka ennungi n'olaba ngeno. Nogana iro akisigula ku mmoroka endala. Obulamu bwa kiseera. I think that's how I kept changing cars. I get bored very quickly. Probably that's why ndimu performing arts first of all, and I think that's the other reason why nzo kuntuuza mu kifo ekimu ntuulaawo nakyo kizibu. I get bored very quickly. Ne bwe tubeera mu meetings affe bwe njira bwe nyimirira bwevaawo ko nenkomawo like that, because meeting bwebesukka kati most of our meetings are brainstorming meetings. You'll find that you work up to break, you have a break. You work up to lunch, you have a break. You come back and work up to evening. So kati you are bound to get bored. And it's man, I get even the cars bore me like that. Toto wabebatyo webasoka. Webatyo njajivuga emyaka ena. That's why njagala yimirire nga ya 40. Ojajikowa. Atoli muvubuka. Have you ever had a change the transmission? Me, I put new CC in my car. But in the automatic zinagula search usanga hydraulic navuga nga buvuzi. Atenga tezifa gearbox. I'm okay. How are you doing? Sarumina. RAV4 manual, a 4-wheel drive. Yes, a 4-wheel. After talk about Mark 2 Grand Musota. Banange emotoka njogeddeko nnyo jangola be broadcast yanchanja kujogira kencha. Arthur, at the moment, Kruger 2.4 and Harrier 2.4 cc in market. I can't tell you, but bara million abiri for the Kruger, million abiri kwambuka waggulu. Then Kawundo million 3.5 kwambuka waggulu. That's a very broad question without a conclusive answer. Anyway, guys, basi, let me go through the names. Martha, JK, Chris Da Vinci, Rupert, Stella Miller, Abby, Adrian, Nathan, Mr. Cafero, October, Marvin, Gaetano, Rogers, Twino, Joel, Martha, Bashir Mukalazi, Matthew, Henry, Seguya Eddie, Benjamin B, Zanka Chano, Innocent Mugabe, Benedicto Lukwago, David Jack, Kasulani Peter, Brian, Joshua Mutabazi, Council Patrick, Happy Isaiah, Michael Luzinda, Gatched Junior School Kabembe. Gatched Junior School nze ndowooza waliguze Kigege, ndowooza ku Kigege baba. Bane kikikosa olujufuna $15,000 kwa abiri nga simbi. Ate Kigege genda ejja kukolera sente ezisinga ku zeeno. Of course maintenance yayo si ya rahisi konge eno naye era ne sente zeekola zisingeeza Nuwa. Okitegeera okujjako nga Nuwa yoyagala okugula. Era oyagala gigula nga naawe ojevuga ebibyo. Because normally that's what people do. Uzasibe baba engaging olwaleero. Paul Senyonga, those are the guys that have engaged today. Thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. You're 28. I have 16 likes. Like to Vewano. Tomorrow it's Market Tuesday. You have a business, you have products or services, come and market. I'm also going to be teaching you some marketing about data money. I'm a marketing professional, very efficient at what I do. So because for us to buy cars, the cars we want to kuba moneka skill aka marketing okusobola okutambuza business za for bulungi. So I decided to create this Marketing Tuesday so that when you come, you market your products and services, but also you learn a bit of marketing and then apply in your businesses. So tomorrow it's Market Tuesday, sometime 7:15 jakuba wetuli tuige marketing ate nafe tu marketing. Just know this audience gyolaba wano esobola okuwagira ate business yona wenegenda maaso esobola okugamba abantu about your products or services kintu nekitambula nekigenda maaso. Thank you very much for being part of this broadcast. Namwe abali mukamoli, I don't take it for granted. Thank you very much for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. 29 yes, continue liking to Vewanonga like siziweze. Yeah. So and then we have another day on Friday which is called Question Friday. On that day you can ask a question about anything. Ojano buze bibuzo about life, about relationships, about business, about cars, about houses, about land, about going abroad, about everything. People here have had experience in literally everything, so they will answer your questions. And Question Friday is not about Arthur doesn't give you nanga bamulaba wano nti Arthur addamu ebibuuzo naye n'abaddamu ebibuuzo wano abalina experience nabo bangi. So that's how it works. Question Friday every Friday still in the morning, and then ennaku endala nitufocusinga ku bintu byaffe eby'emmotoka n'obuuze generally emmotoka generally kitegeera. But don't forget I do pre-purchase inspection. Bwoba oyagala okugula emmotoka na toyagala kukola loosi, nze musajjawo nzija ne makanika tukucharging of course emitwalo 4, but it's definitely worth the service we give you. We can save you money. Bw'ogula naffe emmotoka you'll save money. I've saved people more than 7 million at a time because osanga bagenda kumukubako n'omutaasizaawo okitegeera. So emitwalo 4 galayikanga amaanyi naye busente butono when you compare to the money you're saving by hiring me. Thank you very much. I wish you a very nice Monday. Ciao.